There is such a thing as an historian of mathematics. Here is a nice opening-type quotation from one such historian in the 1930s. One conclusion appears to be inescapable. Without a consistent theory of the mathematical infinite, there is no theory of irrationals. Without a theory of irrationals, there is no mathematical analysis in any form even remotely resembling what we now have. And finally, without analysis, the major part of mathematics, including geometry and most of applied mathematics as it now exists, would cease to exist. The most important task confronting mathematicians would therefore seem to be the construction of a satisfactory theory of the infinite. Cantor attempted this. With what success will be seen later. The sexy math terms don't matter for now. The Cantor of the last line is Professor Georg F.L.P. Cantor, born 1845, a naturalized German of the merchant class and the acknowledged father of abstract set theory and transfinite math. Some historians have argued back and forth about whether he was Jewish. Cantor is just Latin for singer. G.F.L.P. Cantor is the most important mathematician of the 19th century and a figure of great complexity and pathos. He was in and out of mental hospitals for much of his later adulthood and died in a sanitarium in Halle in 1918. Halle, a literal salt mine just upriver from Leipzig, is best known as Handel's hometown. K. Gödel, the most important mathematician of the 20th century, also died as the result of mental illness. L. Boltzmann, the most important mathematical physicist of the 19th century, committed suicide. And so on. Historians and pop scholars tend to spend a lot of time on Cantor's psychiatric problems and whether and how they were connected to his work on the mathematics of infinity. At Paris's Second International Congress of Mathematicians in 1900, Professor D. Hilbert, then the world's #1 mathematician, described Georg Cantor's transfinite numbers as the finest product of mathematical genius and one of the most beautiful realizations of human activity in the domain of the purely intelligible. Here is a quotation from G.K. Chesterton. Poets do not go mad, but chess players do. Mathematicians go mad, and cashiers, but creative artists very seldom. I am not attacking logic. I only say that this danger does lie in logic, not in imagination. Here also is a snippet from the flap copy for a recent pop bio of Cantor. In the late 19th century, an extraordinary mathematician languished in an asylum. The closer he came to the answers he sought, the further away they seemed. Eventually it drove him mad, as it had mathematicians before him.